It will come out soon. I hear some senators are already disgruntled.
Yes.
It will come out soon.
All right, still on.
Then we now had the cases of somebody even leading it and everything that transpired in that system.
Arise TV on fire right now because what a lot of media houses cannot actually bring out for decades. Arise TV finally launched it out few hours ago. Come and see the evidence that these people actually pour out against Akpabio. This is not even the sexual harassment thing that Natasha actually brought up against Akpabio again. The sexual harassment thing is not even the bone of contention again. Come and see fresh allegation how they poof again, how Akpabio was involved and all of that. You will see things for yourself in this very video. How they killed an innocent girl. Everywhere is boiling right now because a lot of people are digging into the matter. They actually neglected the sexual harassment thing that Natasha actually brought up then. Come and see fresh allegations. Police is on the hunt right now for Akpabio and Natasha herself. You see things the way it goes now. They're looking for Akpabio and they finally declared Akpabio wanted. So I'll play the full video. You will see things the way it goes. So I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just want to share it. Share to the social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like the video. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You will see how Akpabio was actually involved in the killing of the girl allegedly. Just stay connected. I'm coming back.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just want to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. You know, a lot of people have been attacking Natasha right, left and center, even when DURU came out and actually accused Natasha of lying against Akpabio, because till now Natasha have not proven any evidence against Akpabio based on the sexual harassment thing that she actually accused Akpabio of. You know, a lot of people are asking Natasha to bring out evidence, but she's claiming that her evidence is not going to be provided now until the matter is being investigated. Now, what a lot of people are saying that the matter must be investigated, that they should just begin the investigation process. But according to what RUFAI and some other people actually said, they find it difficult to investigate the matter, but the only thing they can do is to sign it Natasha for 6 months via the 6-month suspension that they put on her illegally, according to reports. You know, that is not even the issue. The sexual harassment in that Natasha actually brought against Akpabio is not even the bone of contention again. Nobody is even interested in that matter again, because the matter is becoming more boring to a lot of Nigerians now. Kasala finally burst. Akpabio is on the hunt right now by the Nigerian police, and not side with Natasha, because Natasha finally come out to say that even though she's going down, that she and Akpabio will eventually go down together. She already stated what she did, and not side with Akpabio how a young girl was poofed. They took the life of the young girl allegedly. You will hear everything for yourself by Natasha, because this woman is saying that the police cannot just carry her alone. They need to carry Akpabio alongside. You will see things the way it goes. The sexual harassment thing is not even the bone of contention again. I will play the full video. Arise TV burst on fire a few hours ago. Come and see evidence. Come and see the way these people actually speak out everything that actually transpired in the hand of Akpabio. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of the video. As you're watching the video, just do what to share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like the video as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, a lot of people have been dragging Akpabio right, left and center, and Akpabio has sued a lot of people according to reports. Now, the matter between Akpabio and Natasha based on the sexual harassment thing is finally in court. And you know, when the court made the ruling a few days ago, it was only Natasha that was present in court. Akpabio never presented himself in court. Now, the court adjourned the case to June 27, and they said Akpabio must be present in that June 27. And the allegation is not even sexual harassment thing again. Fresh allegation just came in, and the police force are now looking for how to hunt down Akpabio at the moment, because this case of sexual harassment is not the bone of contention again. There is a murder case as far as the case is concerned now, and Natasha is not even denying it. Natasha is saying it to the public that Akpabio himself is involved in manslaughter and all of that. Allegedly, everything come from Natasha. You will see things where it goes. So I will play the full video. You will see everything that was presented. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of the video, because because a lot of people are trying to change the narrative, and a lot of attentions are being tried to be diverted, because many people, when I check the post of Natasha on different media platforms, once I see that Natasha post a video about herself, how she made a video about herself and she put the camera on herself and she's smiling at the camera, all of that, once I go to the comment section, a lot of people normally attack Natasha. They call her Ashawo, they call her different names. They say she's nothing but a whore. That's what a lot of people are saying. They said Natasha is nothing but a whore. And the same Natasha in question, they trying to change the narrative around her. The same person that came to accuse someone is not being accused. They said Natasha is not innocent, that every of the thing that she pledged against Akpabio, that everything was plotted and all of that, that Akpabio never do any of those things. Those are what a lot of people are saying. Why some people are still standing on their ground that Akpabio is not a victim here, that Akpabio is the one that is behind all the things that Natasha actually spoke about. But the matter is in court, and that is not even what I'm about to show you now. What I'm about to show you is the fact that many of Akpabio senators are now putting their back against Akpabio. Remember the red cap senator, that's the advisor of Akpabio. When the issue of Natasha and Akpabio started, then it was a red cap senator that actually put it on himself, and he made it not to the general public that Natasha has series of husbands before, that all of them dump her and all of that, that Natasha is a very terrible woman, she's the prostitute and all of that. Do Natasha sue him and all of that? But the same senator in question is having issue with Akpabio because Akpabio actually disgraced him few days ago. And as the matter remains now, a lot of senators are putting their back against Akpabio. Those that were supporting Akpabio before, they're no more giving their support for Akpabio, and the same Akpabio is being accused of poofing a girl. You will see things for yourself. I'll play the full video now. Listen to what was said in the media house and in Arise TV. Then during the video, you hear what RUFAI actually said and everything that was splitted out, and you will see the evidence of everything that was released. And on the same veil, you will hear what Natasha said and the allegation that was newly put on Akpabio allegedly. See things for yourself. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. I'm coming back again.
When you wait for this long without giving Nigerians the smoking gun that they want to see, all kinds of things will begin to happen. Those who are convinced that there is no shred of truth in what Natasha is saying, they are increasing by the day. More and more people are believing that indeed she has not got evidence. That somebody, I must say clearly, that somebody has not provided evidence is not proof that it didn't happen. I will not sit here and say, oh, she lied. I'm only appealing to her to provide evidence so that we can, so that this matter can be effectively put to bed, so that Nigerians can see whether indeed their number 3 person is guilty as charged. This is the matter that we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. In the course of the week, one Sarah DURU, also known as Professor Mbeke, came out to say, look, Senator Natasha contacted me. I was one of those who worked for her, who supported her in the beginning of this saga. And she reached out to me, asking me to help her push across some of the her claims against the Senate president. Now, when she announced that she was going to have her live on this matter, what clearly got to Senator Natasha, her supporters, and many Nigerians. Senator Natasha then said, no, I do not know her. I've never called her. This was the first claim that Sandra DURU combusted. She provided proof of an incoming call from Senator Natasha. She showed evidence of messages that Senator Natasha sent to her and then deleted when it became clear that she was not going to work for her as she had wanted. She claimed that despite Senator Natasha deleting all of those messages, she already had them documented, had them saved, documented, and presented to the police in Nigeria and the United States and in the UK. Sorry. Now, this is not a difficult issue to resolve. The police, in investigating this matter, have the right to get the service provider to release call logs. Although she came, Umbeke claimed that she had released those call logs to the authorities. But I'm saying that the police and indeed the DSS have the power to demand for call logs from the service provider, if it were MTN or Airtel or whoever, or whichever, they can demand. Will that happen in this case? I have no idea what is going through the mind of the heads of the police, for example. But it's a very simple matter to resolve. A very simple matter to resolve. And I don't think that Nigerians should waste time on this matter. We've wasted so much time. The nation has been put to shame, especially by the fact that this scandal has been externalized. We've seen Natasha go from TV station abroad to TV station. Nigeria has been put to shame over this matter. And that is why Nigerians will be interested in knowing the truth. What really transpired? Is it true that Natasha told Umbeke, Sandra DURU, that she had no evidence, that she was only trying to teach Akpabio a lesson? The telecom service provider can provide evidence of call termination, of transcripts, of conversation between Senator Natasha and Umbeke. It's an easy thing to do. And I've seen it done even in our country. Those call logs can be obtained directly from the service provider. Once that is done, it puts an end to this saga. If it is produced and the transcript shows the conversation between the two women, and crucially, this transcript shows that indeed Umbeke was not lying, that Umbeke was actually appealed to and offered money to say that Akpabio was involved in killing for the purpose of organ harvestation. Matter. Even the court cases now, a lot of those court cases will be meaningless, will not be important anymore. So that is why I believe that if indeed DURU had submitted the call logs and other voice notes and all that she had to the authorities, then to the police authorities, then there is no point wasting the time of Nigerians. They should just go straight to invite both parties and let us get to the resolution of this matter. As I've said, as a man, I hate the weaponization of gender. Gender weaponization has sent many men to jail. That is not the same thing as saying, oh, Akpabio didn't do this. I've said before, that would be foolish to say, oh, Akpabio didn't do it. I have no evidence that I didn't do it. But the person who has accused someone must be the one to provide evidence.
Yeah, that's right.
When the state puts an accused person on trial, the state must produce all of the evidence that will lead to conviction. That is the normal thing. So, in this case, the accuser should not struggle to find evidence. The accuser should not waste time, file a matter in court, and go ahead, provide the evidence that is crucial to you winning the case against Senator Akpabio. Except if there is a different goal. If the goal is simply to embarrass him, teach him a lesson, for having the audacity to tell the Kogi senator to move away from her seat, or to remove the Kogi senator from her previous committee headship. If the goal is simply to punish him for having the temerity to do all that, then maybe evidence of this allegation would not be necessary. But I am not Senator Natasha, but as a Nigerian, as a journalist, a fact-finding one for that matter, I want to see facts laid on the table.
Right there.
He jokes a lot.
He jokes a lot.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people love him, because
he doesn't know how to read the room.
He doesn't know how to read the
that's
room.
his problem.
He called it a useless sexual harassment allegation, and that, you know, most of her claims have been false so far. But he also cautioned critics against making uninformed remarks about matters of the upper legislative chamber. He spoke while receiving a delegation from the Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth Leaders Forum. The Senate President urged the public to understand Senate rules before making statements, liking outsiders interpreting parliamentary procedures to a herbalist quoting the Bible. I mean, this is Godswill Akpabio. He's still making a joke out of
quoting the Bible?
Yes, he says he says we don't understand parliamentary rules, so we should stop making uninformed comments.
Are you saying an herbalist cannot read the Bible?
Well, he's saying, well, I guess that's one of the things.
Because there used to be a guy that ran a church. Remember Chris Lamahab?
Yeah.
That was Christian, Muslim, and herbalist. Chris Lamahab. It was a popular, church movement.
I think he also mentioned the Quran as well. Like you shouldn't be able to make comments because you don't have the rule book. I guess you don't have the rules. You don't know anything about it, and they're mostly uninformed. That's what he's alleging. And he also alleged, in that video, saying that most of Natasha's comments have been false so far. And this person, Sally, wrote, "You have always been bought by the highest bidder. When this matter came up, your first tweet was that you would not want to side anyone, thereby positioning yourself to the highest bidder. Now, the pay slip is processed. It is now Natasha this, Natasha that. The accused became the saint overnight. Note, Natasha today, your daughter or your wife tomorrow, and that is quite apt. Also really saw a very interesting comment on our platform. It was some sort of, it was so traumatizing to read how people denigrate women. And it was not just on our platform, we saw it on other platforms, and people were talking about the fact that what else does Natasha have to offer if not for all of these sort of, false sexual harassment claims. And I saw pictures and, if we can pull up Natasha's certificates of where she has gone to school, because one of the reasons or one of the accusations why she was pulled out of the Senate Committee on Content was because of that, right? That was one of the reasons. Well, I over to you.
A number of people might have seen those pictures because they've gone viral of her certificate. And I love a point that, I think it was Olaki who made that point, that the fact that a woman has to come out to defend herself and continuously defend her capacity to be voted in as a senator is a big shame on how far we have gone with, with gender equity, supporting women in Nigeria in particular. How many men in the Senate chambers can present their certificates? How many of them even know where their certificates are, or if the certificates exist?
Even the debarred lawyers
amongst them are there to act as, to come out and be talking. She's qualified, and even, let me leave her personal, because whether you like her or not, it's the issues we are focusing on. Yeah. And it is, and I love that tweet post about the fact that this has now grown beyond just one individual and one action. What a number of people, and that's where people are missing the point, is that when she shared that story about when she made the allegations, a lot of women could identify because they had been in similar situations. OG, I have posted this on my personal page, and the amount of the numbers of DMs I've received from girls and women, let me not just say young girls, and women.
Yes,
for some of them, this happened 20 years ago. One told me about her when she was at NYSC camp, what happened to her. So fathers and mothers send their children out, whether to go to work or to go and serve, and they are sexually harassed. This is what people are fighting for. So let's not get it twisted. At the end of the day, Senator Akpabio, Senator Natasha, AKPOTI will face their matter. They would go through due process. Forgive us since we're not in the parliament, but at least we can read. We have obtained the rule books and we can read, and that's why it's good for information. But this incident also exposed a lot of ignorance.
Yes,
and also presents an opportunity for us to actually teach and do things right. Someone said, oh, well, that's the way we've been doing it. And I'm saying that the day you wake up is your morning. Because you've been doing something that is wrong doesn't justify it. The moment you find out that it's not right, then you stop it. Saying that they wanted to salute his commitment to gender friendliness, and that's up to them. It's quite interesting that this is coming now, but they can choose whenever they want to celebrate him. What we are asking for, aside from the bigger issue around sexual harassment, raising awareness, educating people, and even introducing policy and even perhaps legislature to protect women in Nigeria, beyond this is also for a fair hearing for Senator AKPOTI. She deserves that. Mr. Femi Falana has come to demonstrate how illegal it is for her to have been suspended for 6 months based on precedents. And there are former senators who did worse and got less punishment. So let us talk about these issues. But what we're saying is that she deserves fair hearing. We're not saying anybody is guilty or innocent in this matter. Just allow due process and pass, and then let us also not close the conversation around sexual harassment and how we can better protect women more than ever. March is International Women's Month. Let's seize the opportunity and use it to protect women and girls in Nigeria.
I love that point. The point I was trying to make was the fact that Natasha AKPOTI has, actual certificates to prove that she has studied International Gas Business Management Certificate Program, and she has different certificates that, she shared around. And the fact that they removed her as chairman on Committee for Local Content, people were questioning why should she get that position in the first place. I mean, she did show that she does qualify for that position. Well, before I come to you, RUFAI, in terms of allegations and what Reno Mokri had said, that most of, those allegations, Akpabio had said that most of those allegations had not been proven. Well, Akpabio, has vowed to sue former NDDC acting MD, Join Union, over her sexual harassment allegations against him. Speaking at an event, Akpabio dismissed Union's claims as baseless. He alleged that Union resorted to the accusations after failing to provide her NYSC or a valid NYSC certificate. Union had claimed in a 2020 Arise TV interview that she slapped Akpabio, then Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, when he allegedly tried to harass her. This is from Chukwemeka, who wrote, "This is the Akpabio that is leading the legislature, the bedrock of lawmaking and policy oversight in Nigeria. These allegations were made to the media in plain, clear and explicit terms. Today, no prosecution. He is hiding under the APC to avoid accountability." Because, I mean, this is serious defamation. But what ended this crisis? I mean, what's happening? Off your mic, there was an incident.
And I'll tell you, see, this country is close to finished if care is not taken.
If care is not taken.
It's close to finished. This episode, all of a sudden, Senate President Mr. Akpabio now comes and says he wants to sue Join Union. What happened in the last 5 years? Till today, has he even told us what happened as regards the money that was misappropriated in the NDDC? Wasn't it off your mark that ended it? That's why I say it's close to finish. And Nigeria moved on because off your mark, and what next happened? Professor Pondi fainted. 5 years after, I never did anything. The question we should even ask, how did Mr. Akpabio get to the Senate? You remember the Supreme Court judgments? He went to run for presidency at some point. He came back, they said they had a placeholder agreement. And the Supreme Court ruled. That's how I got through the process in the first place. So it also goes back to our court process. And as for the person that said he doesn't want to interfere in Natasha's matter, but all of a sudden he's interfering.
Who's that, Reno Mockery?
Anyway, yes. We have seen a trajectory. So and that's why I said I would not use my time to watch videos like that, with due respect. You see, this Natasha's call is an indictment on all of us as a country. And we fail to realize that. I've been able to chart the narrative for you. People with all sorts of unquestionable character get to the top. It's as if it's the criminals that get through the cracks in this country. And that's the system we've built. A woman said she was sexually harassed. Investigate is a problem.
Investigate. That's all we are calling for. Investigation.
If finish in a point when Natasha can't prove her point, I will be the one to come on and abuse the hell out of Natasha for wasting her time. If she can't prove her points. Like Voltaire says, I will do everything to make you. I might disagree with you, but I will do everything to make you have your say. Investigate. They tried to prevent her. They quickly suspended her. There's another scandal brewing that I'm hearing. It will come out soon. As regards even the people that signed that attendance. It will come out soon. I hear some senators are already disgruntled.
Yes.
It will come out soon.
There was this girl that was killed. What's her name? Oh, Imoren Inubong, that girl that was killed some years ago. That has her organs were actually used for the wife. Because the wife was really ill 3 years ago or so.
We know.
So they killed the girl and her organs were used for the wife. You know, so a whole lot, and then many women are reaching out to me. Even this guy, Patoranking, you know this musician, Patoranking. Patoranking told my husband's age, because they are close, that his wife also tried to do a job for Akpabio, but he didn't pay her because he wanted to sleep with her.
There's another scandal brewing that I'm hearing. It will come out soon. It will come out soon. I hear some senators are already disgruntled.
Yes.
It will come out soon.
All right, still on.
Then we now had the cases of somebody even leading it and everything that transpired in that system.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear everything that RUFAI actually said in this very video that I just finished watching. You know, a lot of people are begging Natasha, they're rubbing their palms together, begging Natasha that Natasha should release an evidence. You can see what Babajide Otitoloju said on TVC. He said they should not say that Natasha did not have an evidence, because the moment Natasha is delaying the evidence now, with the reason best not to her, Natasha is actually delaying the evidence. You know, according to her, she said she did not want the evidence to be compromised, and she did not want them to say that her evidence is dead on arrival. All those kind of things that they normally say in the Hello Chamber. You know, they said that to her before when she actually tendered a petition against Akpabio. They said the petition is dead on arrival. Now, Natasha said she will not provide the evidence yet, but a lot of people are actually losing hope. They're turning their back against Natasha because they believe that for her to be delaying the evidence, she's not having any evidence against Akpabio. And a lot of people are cooking Natasha on ground. They said she cannot provide an evidence against Akpabio, that they will bash her and they will bash her life. That's what a lot of people are actually saying. But you can see the audio that was released by Sandra DURU when Natasha was actually talking to her, all of that. Though they released a song on Natasha based on that allegation of how a girl, Ubong and all of that. You listen to the audio towards the ending of this video that I show you. You know, they said the lady actually poofed, and according to what Natasha was saying here, Natasha was saying it as if Akpabio have hand in how the lady was poofed, and the organ of the lady that was poofed, a young girl, was actually used for the wife of Akpabio, all those kind of things. You know, that was what Natasha allegedly said in this call record, because this call record is not authenticated. We never know, maybe it's even AI, or maybe it's not even Natasha that is actually speaking in this very audio. But this call record was dropped by Sandra DURU, and the moment she dropped it, she claimed in the call record that it was she and Natasha that was actually talking in that very audio. But nobody is authenticating that. But as she alleged that it is Natasha that is talking in that audio, let's assume, based on assumption, that it is Natasha that is talking. So listen to what Natasha was saying in that very audio. Natasha was saying it clearly that Akpabio is actually involved in the poofing of the girl, and how they transfer the organ of the girl to the wife of Akpabio, all of that. You can see everything. Natasha is not only accusing Akpabio of sexual harassment again, she's claiming like I say she actually know a lot about Akpabio, though she never provided a single evidence. But a lot of people are shouting up and down that Natasha should provide evidence based on all this allegation. You cannot just accuse someone without a proof. But Natasha have not proved everything yet, but she keep on accusing Akpabio, and a lot of people are getting sick and tired of it. They said Natasha must provide an evidence. Though the matter is in court, the court adjourned the matter to June 27. Maybe Natasha will eventually provide an evidence in that very date. A lot of people are waiting, but all these allegations against Akpabio are actually strong allegations that cannot be swept under carpet. How a girl was poofed and all of that, how the organ was trafficked, removed, and all those kind of things. You know, she said everything according to the audio that was released. If you did not listen to the video very well, date back to the video, listen to everything again. This lady is alleged, is making a strong allegation against Akpabio. Now, what do you think? Do you think everything that Natasha is actually saying against Akpabio is really true? What do you think? Just drop your opinion at the comment section. Feel free. Just say your mind at the comment section of the video, because a lot of people are bashing Akpabio. They said Akpabio is capable of doing all this kind of thing even without any evidence. They said Akpabio is capable of doing it, and some are saying that Natasha is actually a manipulator. Though a tweet was released, and you've seen the tweet on your video screen before, but I'm still showing you the tweet again, where they actually, I think the family of the lady that was poofed actually debunked the fact that Akpabio actually removed organ from their sister when their sister poof and all of that. So they actually debunked it. They said Natasha is actually lying based on that Akpabio is not involved in all those kind of things. So a lot of people were saying that Akpabio had paid those ones and all those kind. You know what I'm saying? Now just drop your opinion in the comment section. Everything is alleged. Feel free, see your mind in the comment section as I gonna to get an opportunity for you, and share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious cause plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass me self. Corrupt leader, all the while you with the for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.